Hello, all of you, and welcome to yet another session of French. And today we are on our first chapter, La Famille, and today we are going to cover the topic of ER ending verbs. That is very, very important. All the ER ending verbs and the conjugations plus some practice questions. So let's get started. So we already know that in French we have three types of verbs: ER ending verbs, IR ending verbs, and RE ending verbs. These are the three types of verbs that we have. So in this chapter we have ER ending verbs, and we have already completed the first lesson, which was related to presenting ourselves. Okay, so you can check out that as well. So ER ending verbs meaning the verbs which are ending with ER. Like I say parler, I say chanter, I say danser. So these all, it is E, okay, don't get, this is L-E-R, P-A-R-L-E-R, chanter, danser. So these all verbs are ending in E-R, right? Parler, chanter, danser. So this is the, you can say the infinitive form, right? Like in English, if we talk about the infinitive form, then how is the form? It is to plus verb, isn't it? Like infinitive, like to play, to sing. So in this manner, we have the infinitive. So in French, we have infinitives with ER, IR, and RE. These are the endings. So like in English, we write a verb like to play. I have written, suppose, this verb. Then how will I put this verb with all the pronouns? I play, you play, he plays, she plays. They play, yes, we play, you play, like this we put, isn't it? So what are these? These are the conjugations, meaning how to put the verb with a particular pronoun. With I, like with je, how to put. With you, with il, el, nous, vous, il, el, plural. How to put the verbs. That is the conjugation. And conjugations are never asked like make the table and to the conjugation. They are always asked in fill in the blanks form. Okay, they are always asked in the fill in the blank form. So that is important. And here in ER ending verbs, we'll be dealing with some verbs and then we'll have the exercise. So now I'll be telling you the basic conjugation of ER ending verbs by taking the example of the verb travailler. What does travailler mean? Travailler means to work, right? Travailler means to work. So how do we conjugate? First thing, write down the pronouns. Je, you, il, L. Chalo, LL go, we can write together LL. Okay, because they have the same. Then we have nu, who, L, L. Right, they're the plural form. Yes. Now just try to focus that how are we about to do this. Now first thing, remove ER. First step is to remove ER. So that this is known as stem. Whatever will be left if we remove ER. Yes, this is left now. Now add the endings. What do you have to add? You need to add E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT. These are the endings that you need to add. In, on this, on see E for sure, E is for two, E for LL, then O for no, A for vous, and ENT for LL plural. So if we add in that manner, then what are we gonna get? We are gonna get je travaille. TRA. Chalo, first write down this in all. Okay, we can write down. And after that, we have to add the ending. It is E. So it becomes je travaille. This is the conjugation. This is what we call as conjugation. Very, very simple. Then with tu, you're gonna add es, so it will become travail. Yes, with ill, you're gonna add e. With nous, you're gonna add ons, so travaillons. Then vous travaillez, ent travail. It is not travaillons, it is travail. That's it. So in this manner, we can easily do this. Okay, you have understood the conjugation. Now I'll be telling you some verbs. Now we have some of the verbs with us. Discuter, to discuss, adorer, to adore or to like, then rencontrer, to meet, habiter, to live, chanter, to sing. So these are some of the verbs, and their conjugations you can make by your own by first removing the er and adding e, es, then e, ons, ez, and ent. By adding this, you can easily form any conjugation. Now we come on to the exceptions. What are the exceptions over here? See, ger and cer ending verbs are the exception. How are ger and cer ending verbs an exception? Only an exception in case of the pronoun nous. But how is it an exception in case of pronoun nous? See, if we conjugate any verb which is ending in ger or cer, let's say manger. Let's take an example of this verb manger, which means to eat. So here, if we conjugate it with nous in simple form, so we'll write nous, mangons. But here, what's the problem? That this will give us the sound of, yes. So what will this give? This will give us a sound of g. It will give us the sound of g, because in French, if we add a, yes. So I was saying G with a, o or u gives the sound of g, and G with e and I give the sound of j. So just the thing we want is that we want the sound of j in case of no. But here after G we have o, which will give us the sound of g. So to avoid that thing, what do? We just add an e to mongon, which will become mongon. If we do not add e, so it becomes mongion. This thing is very, very important over here. Okay, we'll add e to give the sound of j here. And in CER, same thing. Like if we take a verb, let's say commencer, which means to start. If we are taking the verb commencer, then what do we have to do? In nous, if according to the normal form, it will become like this. But just the 1 minute, let me write it again. It will become something like this. But actually, we know, like in GER, we discussed something that we want this sound, but we are not going to get that sound. Same here we have. If we have CA, CO, and CU, then it gives the sound of K. But here we need the sound of S. This is going to give us the sound of K, but we need the sound of S. So what do? We put an accent below C, and this accent is called as accent cédé. Sorry, 1 minute. Accent cédé. This is your accent. And what happens if we add? This gives us the sound of S in front of A, O, and U. So this was some exceptions, and rest every ER ending verb follows the same rule. Which rule? First remove ER and add those endings like E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, and EN. T. Now we are moving towards the question of Tom Covenant. Now we are moving towards the most important part, that is the exercises. This question always comes at the exam of 5 marks, 5 to 10 marks. So we will be solving this. So conjugate les verbes entre parenthèses. You need to conjugate the verbs in the brackets as per the conjugations that we have already studied. So first question says, nous dash avec le professeur travailler. What do we do? Tell me, write down in the chat right now. If you know the answer, write down in the chat. Yes, your time's up, and the answer is that it will be travaillons. I-O-N-S. Okay, it is going to be travaillons because it is a new form, and we know we add O-N-S to it. So it becomes travaillons. Nous travaillons avec le professeur. We work with the professor. Je dash une chanson française sur Internet. Écoutez. What will come? Definitely with je, we always put a single E. So it becomes j'écoute une chanson française sur Internet. Nicole dash en Italie en mai. Voyager. What will it be? See, Nicole is ill. Because Nicole is a boy, so he will be in the ill category. So now you can see it will be voyage. Okay, it will be voyage. Next we have Nancy et Joe dash une pizza manger. Nancy and Joe dash a pizza eat. What will it be? See, Nancy, that means they are plural, meaning they will come in ill category. Because one girl, one boy, so ill category. So we get here mosh, G-E-N-T, right? G-E-N-T. And last is no dash no kur, meaning that we start our class. So this is an exception I told you. The answer is gonna be C-O-M-M-E-N-C accent to an S to give the sound of sir here. So that's it. We have finished with the exercise as well as we have finished with the ER ending verbs. So that's it for the session. Next session, we are going to do literature as well as some important questions with articles. So stay tuned till then and bye-bye.